What's going on, guys? Welcome on to today's video. I'm out over at D.S.R and today's video is going to be those Christmas gifts for that motorcycle lover in your life. I've put a list together of 15 Christmas gifts that are absolutely perfect for that motorcycle lover that you can place underneath that Christmas tree for 2021. Out of the 15 items, I've personally got 10, so that is a personal recommendation from myself. This is why they're on the list. We're going to start with price, okay? So I'm going to start at the lowest and work our way up to the highest, okay? Remember, this is just the Christmas gifts. I'm going to do another video for the Christmas stockings, which are going to be a lower price range of what we're going to do today. Today's first item on the list is going to be a day sack, okay? So this is going to come in at around £32. All the website links will be in the description box below for each one of these items. They are not affiliate links. I do not make any money off these links at all. I've just copied and pasted them from the website and placed them in the description box below just for you guys. Make it a little bit easier for this time of year. So starting off, we've got the XL Moto Slipstream Motorcycle Backpack. Okay, so that comes in at £32. If you want to go a little bit cheaper, because this is just the carbon look version, you can get the standard backpack. Normally £45, but at the minute it's retailing at £13.75p, so really good price. Always handy for a motorcyclist to have that bag, especially if you're starting to do any vlogging, because you need your cameras, your batteries, your chargers, your stands, your microphones, everything like that. Okay, so moving on to item number 2, it's going to be a garage mat. If you don't have a garage and you've got it in a shed, absolutely no dramas. This will be a perfect base for your bike to sit on. Okay, obviously I've got the Aprilia on the screen there because I do have the Aprilia 209. So Zoe over at D.S.R, if you're watching this, this can go under the Christmas tree, and many thanks. Okay, so currently this is coming in at £37. As you can tell, this is off Amazon, but there are plenty of different brands in there. Okay, if you're a bit of a brand snob and you want to have the brand of your bike on it, you could do so, or you can get a generic one, so it doesn't matter what bike you've got on top, and it will look proper in your garage. Okay, so coming at number 3 is a Ruroc hoodie. As you can tell, I am wearing one right now, and I can highly recommend this hoodie. It's thick, it's comfortable. On the left arm, you've got a zip to place any ID cards, or your credit card, or your bank card, or any cash. It's really good quality. It's a nice, thick, heavy hoodie. Absolutely perfect for this time of year. So, just one on the sizing. I think the sizing is a little bit small, so I went for an XXL, with the intention of putting it over my jacket on a ride. Come up a little bit more snug than I would have liked over the jacket, so I don't put it over whilst I'm riding, but it is an absolute perfect hoodie for around the house and around the shopping, especially when the weather's getting cold this time of year. Get yourself onto Ruroc website. They've got plenty of stuff. They've not got just hoodies, they've got t-shirts, they've got hats, they've got snoods, anything you think of, they've probably got it. And as you can see here, they do Klarna Pay, so you can break it down to 3 easy payments, 0% APR. Always nice to see on items that are starting to get a bit more expensive, that you can break down the cost. Coming at number 4, we've got Quadlock, hitting around the £60 mark. Okay, always handy for a motorcyclist to have his phone on his handlebars so he can see the sat nav, see where he's going. I've personally had a Quadlock mount for the last 3 or 4 years. Highly recommend it. If you watch any of my videos, you know I like to do some wheelies, and I've never had this mount fail on me, so my phone's never come off, never looked like it's going to come off either. So really good mount, highly recommend. They do mounts for push bikes along with motorcycles, and then when it comes into the motorcycles, depending on what type of motorcycle you've got, they've got stem mounts, they've got bar mounts, they've got clamps. You can use a ram mount as an attachment with ball joints. So you can see here, this is a ball joint. What I've done on my motorcycle currently, I have a ram mount, and then I use that ball joint in the ram mount to hold it in place. You can get vibration dampeners as well, made by Quadlock. I have heard in the past that people's cameras on their phones have failed due to the vibrations of the motorcycles. So Quadlock have try to counteract this problem by creating a vibration dampener. Also, another thing really good to see is they do a wireless charging head that you can plug into a USB socket. So if you've already got a USB socket on the bike, ideal. USB comes into the back and then wirelessly charges it, your phone, through the head. Hopefully Santa's going to bring me this Christmas. Really nice attachment to have. Okay, so that there is the vibration dampener, and as you can tell, that's £16. Okay, so this kit does get expensive if you're buying all the top level stuff. So that's very similar to a round mount joint. So if you are just starting off in the motorcycle world and you want a mount for your phone, highly suggest a Quadlock. Just be careful how much stuff you're adding on. So if you wanted a basic, okay, so there we've got the phone case. So you get a durable phone case with the Quadlock mount on the back of it. Got the handlebar mount, and this is a little waterproof poncho you can put over the phones. Most phones are waterproof nowadays, so it's up to you if you get that. Okay, add that to the cart, and there we go, £63. All right, you can get 10% off if you subscribe to their website. So bringing it in to around £56. Okay, coming in at number 5. Me personally, I like to get a new helmet every couple of years, so therefore I've got a surplus of old helmets. One way of displaying these helmets, I personally have this, and I've got it in my front room. I've got a glass cabinet from IKEA, currently sitting in at £60. It's a really nice display cabinet. I've put some LEDs under the helmets as well, so at night time it just lights up the inside of the helmets, and it looks nice. As you can see now, I've got my 4 helmets inside, and the top one at the minute is my current vlogging helmet, and that is the Rock 3.0. Okay, so coming in at number 6 at £75. A lot of bikes nowadays, especially the higher end of the market, do have the tyre pressure sensors built with inside the motorcycle themselves. For those bikes that don't, on the lower spectrum of the scale, this is the Phobo Bike Bluetooth Advanced Tyre Pressure Monitoring System. So what you do with these, you take off the little black caps from your motorcycle tyre, place these on instead, and then connect it to your phone. From there, you can either look at it once at the start of the ride, and it will tell you the current tyre pressure, and then you can set the minimum and maximum alerts for that tyre, so the front and the rear. So as you're going along, if at whatever point you go above or below your alerts that you've picked, your phone will start making a noise, and it will let you know you've got a tyre pressure problem. So you can pull over, check it out, and see what's going wrong. I've used this for a couple of years now, and absolutely no dramas with it. The only thing I've had to do is change the batteries over the last month, but that's to be expected. Very small battery inside, so it ain't going to last forever. Okay, so this is not just a motorcycle attachment. You can have it to your cars, you can have it to your trailers. As you can see by on the screen now, alright, it does say monitoring for up to 19 wheels. Alright, and then obviously on the phone you label what car it is. So you could have different cars with these on, or you could have an 18-wheeler with one of these on every single wheel. These little black caps at the bottom right, they're anti-theft caps, so you'd tighten it up with that onto the base of that using the bottom right hand caps, and it just stops anyone stealing them. One thing to note though, if you don't have that piece with you, you then won't be able to take it off if you're out on a ride and you want to top up the tyre pressure. So personally, I've just left off the caps and I just have the pressure sensors on the bike. We've got our bike. Obviously you're going to buy all the protective clothing you need to ride it safely. Where'd you store it? Where'd you hang it? Me, I've got this. This is a Biker Tidy bike rack, and this comes in at £105. There's enough shelving. As you can tell, you've got 4 helmets at the top, you've got the boots at the bottom, there's spaces for your gloves, for your snoods, your ear defs, all the gear you need. We've got about 4 sets of textiles, leathers, casual riding gear on our rack at the minute. We've got our boots at the top, we've got our helmets and the second helmet rack, and obviously we put our gloves in the same, as you can see on the screen. I've obviously fully loaded this rack and I've never had it look like it's going to fall over. It's never wobbled. Really sturdy, really well built. I've moved countries a few times and this has come with me, and it still looks like it's good to go, like it was when I first got it out of the box. So this is off eBay, but it is Biker Tidy. That is the company name. So have a look on their website. Right, they don't just do full racks. As you can see down here, if you want to get just a helmet one or a smaller rack, they also do different types of racks. So number 8. Always ideal to have some of these within the garage whenever you're doing maintenance on the bike, whether it's just cleaning the bike and you want to clean the wheels, or you want to do that, clean your chain and you want to spin the wheel without having to move the bike forward. Very tedious. Okay, you're going to need some form of paddock stand. So this here, this is £106 for this front and rear paddock stands. More expensive than your normal set, which normally would set you around probably £50–60 for front and rear. But what this set does is it has wheels at the back, so you can then manoeuvre the bike whilst it's up in its elevated state. It does have wheel locks on all the wheels, so you can stop it from moving. But something handy to have if you've got several bikes in a garage or you're going to need to move bikes around. Having paddock stands that you can move the bike around whilst it's elevated is really handy. I personally don't have the ones with the wheels. I've just got the standard paddock stands, but something you do need as a motorcyclist. Number 9, obviously winter time at UK, it does get cold. Alright, heated vest or some form of heated clothing. Okay, I've personally got this heated vest. I've had it for a few years. I've absolutely no dramas with it. Connects onto the bike's battery, plug it in, push your low, medium, high temperature, and off you go. The only thing you need to remember is when you jump off the bike, disconnect. I've done that a few times when I've just pulled it out. Not ideal, but you live and learn. Okay, it comes with a little button there. That's where you just change it between low, medium, high. Really simple concept. Plug it into the bike, plug that into the end that comes off the bike, and there you go. Obviously you need it snug fitting, alright, because it warms up the air around your body and you want it to be compressed, so you don't want a loose fitting one. So make sure you look at the clothing guide. Alright, they go from XXX small to a 4XL. Alright, so they're going from a 34-inch chest size up to a 52-inch chest size. This is a male's vest. Alright, they do a female orientated vest as well. Alright, so if you're buying it for that lady biker in your life, you can get a female orientated vest as well. So number 10, cleaning your bike. I do on-road and off-road, so my dirt bike, you definitely need a jet wash to clean that. You can't do that by hand. Road bike, not necessarily required. Okay, for many years I did clean by hand, just a bucket and a wet sponge, but as soon as I got my dirt bike, I bought a jet wash. This is what I personally use. It's the Muck Off Jet Wash. Been using it for almost a year. Absolutely perfect for doing the job. Comes with different type of attachments. Alright, so you got bicycle, motorcycle, and a generic head. And I got the snow foam, so I wash it down, snow foam it, let it set, let it break down the dirt, and then wash it down again. As you can see here, if you do subscribe to Muck Off, you can get a 15% off. So really nice to see. A little bit of money off this time of year, always helpful. Coming in at number 11, we've got that dirt bike experience. For those that haven't done too much of dirt and you're thinking about getting into it, highly recommend getting yourself onto an experience day. As you can see here, this is £230 for a weekday, alright, or if you want to do it on a weekend, up to £250. If you do have a dirt bike but you want to increase your experience, alright, £100, you can do exactly the same as everyone else, but you need to take your own bike. This is just off the Yamaha website, but there are many different companies out there, especially around the west, around Wales area. Lots of different companies that do these riding experience days. You never know if you're going to enjoy it until you try, or if that special person in your life has thought about doing it, book this for them, get them on it, they won't regret it. All these gift ideas, I'm not telling you they are the best one, this is what you should buy. I'm saying this type of item any motorcyclist will love to have if they haven't already, and if they have, there's plenty of things on this list that you can have a look through and see what they need. So coming in at number 12, we have got the Bluetooth speaker. I've got the Sena 20S. Alright, it's a few years old now. This is the newer version, the Sena 50S, coming in at £255. Once again, nice to see you can do Klarna. Alright, 0% so £85 until you've paid it off. There are different intercom and headsets out there. So some of the perks of having a Bluetooth intercom headset, if you haven't got navigation from your phone, it will connect straight to that. So whilst you're riding along, you can hear the directions for the turns. Really nice to see. Especially if you haven't got a phone mount, you can have the phone in your pocket but still hear the directions from the sat nav. You can play some music. I like playing music whilst I'm going along. It just breaks up the journey, especially if you're doing a long journey. Always handy to break that up. And obviously the other best thing is the intercom. So whether you're going to ring someone from your phone and you can speak to them, or if there's other riders out with you and they've got Sena, you can then connect to each other and just seamlessly talk. Me and Zoe, we both got the Sena 20S, and I tell you what, it makes riding so much nicer, especially when you are riding with someone. It's nice to just be able to talk to them rather than trying to communicate with hands or shouting at each other at traffic lights, which if you haven't got intercom, you know what it's like. Okay, so as you can tell, we are starting to get up there in the price range. Coming at number 13 at £360 is a tracker for your motorcycle. Okay, so one thing to note with these, there is annual cost as well. Okay, so £306 will be for the unit and for the fitting. I then personally paid, I think it was another £100 each year to have that service running. But you go on your phone, you click onto your tracker, click on the motorcycle, and it will show you exactly where it is, where it's been. If your bike is stolen, Data Tool, they'll do their job. Okay, Data Tool, as they say, 24 hours, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, monitoring by Data Tool, and a 96% recovery rate in case of theft. Funny that your insurance provider love having you to have a tracker, so that way your insurance will be cheaper, but you are paying £300 or £360 up front plus £100 a year. So how much the insurance will drop it by, I don't know. Something to give you that peace of mind if you have got a bit more of an expensive bike as well. Okay, we're almost at the end of this list. 14, coming in at £380, is a track day. Okay, so I've done a couple of track days over in Cyprus when I was there. Absolutely loved it. Never been on track before. Took the MT10 on it and I had so much fun. For those that either don't want to take their road bike on or don't have a bike that they can take onto the track, because not all of us can afford a track bike, this is a great way, same as the off-road experience, a great way to dip your toes into that water, see if you like it, see if it's something you want to get into. Hopefully in 2022 myself and Zoe will get on some track days, alright, and if we do, we'll film that for you guys as well. But this is something I'd love to do. This is off trackdays.co.uk, alright, and this is, you can rent a Yamaha R6 2017 for £380. Same again on other track days, or you can buy track days where they take their own bike, so it will be cheaper. I know other companies do it, so I know Yamaha, they'll have it, they'll have the brand new R6s, R1s for you to rent for the day. They push probably around £500–600, a little bit more. Okay, coming in at 15, this is the most expensive item on the list for the 2021 Christmas gifts. We have got the ABBA Skylift. Okay, that comes in at £437. Alright, this thing ain't cheap. I've only ever seen them online and seen people's personal reviews. They look fantastic. Okay, like most of us, and also space orientated, right? We can't afford a hydraulic lift for a motorcycle to be able to do maintenance, right? So as you can see there, this one comes in at £660. The ABBA Skylift replaces the need for such a big lift. As you can tell there, they've got a Suzuki Hayabusa up a couple of feet off the ground, absolutely no dramas. And you can rotate it forward, so if you want to do any work onto the rear of the bike, you can do that. And same again, tilt it forward if you want to work on the front forks, etc. Like I was saying before with the paddock stands, alright, this has got wheels, so same again, If you've got this elevated and you need to get to a different bike or need to get to the back of the garage, you can just wheel this out of the way and the bike's not going to fall over. Same again, Quadlock, you can pay £37 a month until you've paid it off. I think for a lot of us, you'd probably need that when the price range is £440. Okay, ladies and gents, thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have, please make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. It helps us out over here at D.S.R. As I mentioned earlier, I will be filming a Christmas stocking filler. Okay, don't worry, the price range is going to be a lot less than £440. Remember, this is your main Christmas presents for that motorcycle enthusiast in your life. So, until that next video, ride safe.